Call regular council meeting to order, August the 4th, 7 o'clock p.m.
They got stuff.
Any additions to the agenda? Any citizen comments? Electric car race, ESD 350.
Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I think I know most of you, but in case you don't, my name is Adam Moritz. I'm the high school woodshop and welding teacher at St. John High School. I've been there for 9 years, and I love what I do. But I'm part of this competition where we have these electric cars, and we race them at different locations, parking lots or airport runways that are closed down and stuff. But anyways, it's a high school competition where you get kids involved in engineering and welding and team building and problem solving, and I just love it. It's my passion. But right now this year we're trying to host it. I'm trying to see if we can host one here, and some of the other teams are trying to get on a rotation so they don't have to host it every year. And so I have come with information about that. So I'm gonna hand these out real quick.
Is it the same map? Because they all got it.
No, I got new maps.
Oh, okay.
Updated information
Oh, okay.
on more stuff. So.
That's a new map. More information.
We like that, Adam. Pass it down just like in school.
Be a pop
Unless
quiz
you
on this
don't
next
do that, Adam.
Should I hand them to them?
Do you guys want one?
I think one more copy.
Police department should get one.
I'll forward it to them.
I got just enough for me to explain some. so.
That's fine. I'll forward it to
So-
them later.
So I have on the page with the numbers here, I've just got information about some stuff I want to cover. Again, I'm requesting to use the city, and on the track you can kind of see we'll be blocking off Main Street, Broadway, Monroe, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Street. We would also like to use access to the city square and potentially some outlets, electrical outlets for just laptops and computers to plug into our timing system. On the second one is my contact information, and then we have our president of Electrorally with his information there, cell and email. So what exactly is Electrorally? It is a electric car competition where kids build it. We have 2 car batteries and we race for 1 hour. Whoever does the most laps wins. And there's be 2 races. So there's be a morning race and then a second race in the afternoon. And so again, why do I want to do it down here? The location is good because the map I have set out is all flat. There's no dips. The cars we have are really low to the ground, only about 2 or 3 inches off the ground, and we can't have any dips where they bottom out. Also, the turns are really wide, and as long as the cars aren't there, it'd be a really safe way to be having kids maneuver around this course. So information about this, let's jump down to, let's go to number 5. So what would it look like having a race here? We'd have to have blocked off barricaded areas and stuff, but I've also designated some parking and registration. I would like to access public restrooms, which maybe potentially the Philip Michelle building could be accessible. I would also have to contact the EMS and see if we could have just like any football game, they have the ambulance there just in case an accident happens. I'd like to request to see if they would be willing to be down there for that day. Lunch is also provided. We just have to find someone to grill it, and then the company provides if you just bill them, they will just give you money. So if someone was wanting to volunteer to cook, we would pay them. But also there's insurance as well, just in case something did happen. But yeah, that's on safety. Let's go to safety. Insurance is provided, but there's also waiver forms for spectators and students alike, and everyone who's participating to sign. I have designated on the map an area for spectators to view. I would assume most of them would be at the square in the shade just watching. It's usually not recommended to run across the field of the track, but it is okay sometimes, depending if you're safe. I would have to get volunteers, and unless the city could also provide some, but most of them would just be teachers I would contact, and maybe some students to help with flags and to stop the race or caution the race in case something happens. It would be at every corner of this track.
Are you both sides of the street blocked or just one side so you can allow traffic to go through?
That's a good question. I guess when they do it like the Jubilee, it's almost all blocked off on those areas. It'd be a lot safer if there wasn't vehicles or even cars going down there.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty big area to block off both sides of the street.
Right.
If it's safer, then yeah, we'll just have to figure something out.
Yeah. And maybe on some of the corners, like we wouldn't have to block off all of it. Like we could leave it wide enough so a car could still take a turn.
Okay.
Yeah. The only reason why I chose this map again also is it's about a half-mile loop, which is usually what our other courses are. So I figured we'd get enough distance for our competition. Anything short, it's just a little bit, I don't know, it's just not the same. So let's see. And yeah, and then also I'd be getting the last one, permissions from the businesses and residents. I put a list on here of businesses that would be affected by this, and I'm not sure how that works. If business would if 90% say yes and 10% say no, is that still, would we still host it? I'd have no idea, but I would be willing to contact all these companies downtown. Again, this would be on a Saturday, so it wouldn't be during main business hours. It would just be one weekend. Yeah, hey Mark.
You would have the museum's permission.
Okay.
I'm giving it the permission.
Awesome. Sweet. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one down. So, and then yeah, there's a few residents I would contact as well. So I think I've covered my bases. Yeah, so on the map and the agenda, I've just got times of when things would happen, and yeah. So that's all I've got.
Adam, how many students are you expecting to show up
Yes.
approximately?
There's roughly 12 teams, and each team can have 2 or 3 cars. Some of the bigger teams have 8 and 7 cars. So about each race would be about 20 cars. So 20 cars in the morning, 20 cars in the afternoon. Some repeat cars, we would race our cars both races. And yeah, our cars go roughly 15 to 35 miles an hour. They can go faster. Most cars can go faster, but this is an endurance race. The goal is to do as many laps as possible. If you're flooring it, you're going to drain the batteries and you won't do as well. So most drivers are cautious and conserve their energy to make it last. So I would hope they wouldn't be doing 40 plus miles an hour on there. It's not impossible, but it's usually not. It's not what we do. So
I'm going to assume that any other school that comes to participate, families will show up. Some family.
yeah, it's not like a normal sporting event where you get the whole stadium or
Right.
auditorium filled up or whatever it is. Yeah, I wouldn't say there'd be more than 100 people,
Okay.
including volunteers and students.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you probably need that much pit area? My main, and maybe they would be fine with it, but the only part I don't like about this map is restricting the 2 houses from getting in and out of their house, for an entire day. There's, on the northeast corner, there'd be, I think, two homes with residences there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I wondered, you would lose your public parking access, but you could go on the south side, go another block,
Mm-hmm.
and then come back to the square, but you would also lose your pit area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you,
Right.
and maybe you talk to them and they're perfectly fine with it.
Yeah.
But I would think that would be the biggest hurdle, is you're not asking a business to have different, you're asking somebody at their house.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. And I would state, the race, there was really only 2 hours you really wouldn't want to cross,
Is
which is
during
the
the
race
race,
hours,
yeah.
and anything in between would be acceptable to
Okay.
get people
Yeah,
in and
sure.
out of the meeting. Yeah.
So maybe it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah. That would be challenging, but that we can make it work.
Are you going to contact those homeowners and kind of explain to them if this is going to be happening, that they can use their entrances as long as not during the race hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I want to be as clear as possible, and I don't want to inconvenience too many people. Again, if it doesn't work, I tried, but I hope it could work because it's really fun for students. This really is for the kids. It's all education based. You know, it's not like we're going to bring, you know, business to St. John on this event. It's more of just for education purposes, and I hope people would at least be willing to try at least once. Yeah, I don't want to inconvenience too many people, but I'd like to see it here have some success. So really, I guess what I'm asking is just if it's even possible, you know, if I at least have a yes, we can have another meeting and I can get all my yeses and then come back and then if I have all good yeses, we can work out those details and then.
So what exactly would you be needing from us? Just a permission to block off the street? Like, do you need our worker to help you maneuver the traffic, help you, like, what exactly, besides asking permission to block the street? Is that it as far as the city goes?
So far, yeah. I would get all the volunteers, but as far as the city goes, yeah, if we could get Friday evening, at least some help just putting up some barricades and stuff.
Okay.
I was gonna contact Stafford County, highway or transportation, what is it?
Road and bridge?
Road and, yeah, and see if they have any extra cones, or if you guys, the city had some cones, I can help set up
Yeah,
some stuff.
yeah, that's not a problem, we can provide that.
Okay.
I just didn't know as far as manpower goes, if you needed us to do anything else.
I don't think so. Hopefully, as long as businesses remember, you know, like let's say it's gonna happen, and I give them information. Hopefully, they can remember to clear the parking lots or the driveways or whatever it is they can remember.
How big are the actual cars?
The limits are 4 foot wide by 12 foot long. So anything within that parameter, ours are about 9 foot long, 36 inches wide, about 3 feet. Yeah. Yeah. Kids wear helmets. You got 5-point seatbelt harness. You have to wear gloves. You know, face all of it. It's pretty safe. We've had rollovers at different races, but it's pretty rare. Yeah.
So is anything going on the 24th in the city?
No,
Okay.
not on.
It's Jubilee weekend. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It's already coming fast, you don't need to make it faster.
Yeah,
Dollar joyrides. Just
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I think this is a really good idea for not just the school and your team, but for the city itself. I think this
August
will,
22nd.
if you advertise it, you know, I think that this will be something that you'll get a lot of people who come to watch here within the city, at least.
Yeah.
I'm all for this. I think it's a worthwhile event, in my opinion. I don't know about the rest of council.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's great. Bring some more people into St. John. Get some dollars at the grocery store, pizza place. Because the businesses won't have to stay closed because people can walk on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
and go.
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal.
I think it'll be fun. Get some little
Oh,
people
yeah,
out of the
absolutely.
house.
Yeah.
Come watch.
Yeah, it won't be like a huge revenue, you know, influx. Again, I just emphasize it's all for education's sake. But yeah, I guess, you know,
Yeah,
there'll
we
be
hear
people
you.
coming in.
We hear you.
The museum,
Yeah, I think you've got-
before, but the museum may be able to help out with making food.
Okay.
So that may be something that I'd like to talk to you about a little later. To see what we can do to organize something like that.
Okay, and I'll double check with our organization on how they accommodate for food.
Sure.
I don't even know their details, but yeah.
All right, great, excellent. Well,
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
I think you've got support from the city. So
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, keep us
Yeah.
updated on what you find from businesses and what you find from the electoral rally, you know, for scheduling and stuff. But, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Okay.
thank you.
Good presentation.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Greg Wright, Port Authority, I got a short council, so he's coming next meeting. We'll go down a consent agenda, entertain a motion for a regular council meeting, or approve the minutes for a regular council meeting July 21st, 2026.
Make a motion to approve regular council meeting minutes, July 21st, 2026.
Motion on table by Mark Bryant. Here,
Second.
Second by Aaron Raines. All in favor? That's 3-0. Let it show that,
Kyle.
Anita and Kyle are sure we're sitting on the election board. Approve the ordinance 0080426 AP in the amount of $154,952.70.
I make a motion to approve ordinance number 0080426 AP in the amount of $154,952.70.
Motion on table by Mark Bryant. Here, second.
Second.
Second by Aaron Raines. All in favor? Passes 3-0. Oh, entertain a motion for petty cash in the amount of $365.71.
Make a motion to approve petty cash in the amount of $365.71.
Motion on table by Mark Bryant.
Second.
Second by Aaron Raines. All in favor? All opposed? Passes 3-0. Entertain a motion for Wesco Receivable Corporations in the amount of $2,287.12.
Make a motion to approve Wesco Receivables Corporation in the amount of $2,287.12.
Got a motion on table by Mark Bryant. Here, second.
Second.
Second by Aaron Raines. Any more discussion? All in favor? Passes 3-0. Entertain a motion for FTC Equipment LLC in the amount of $2,103.
Make a motion to approve FTC Equipment LLC in the amount of $2,103.
Second.
Got a motion on table and a second. All in favor? All opposed? Passes 3-0. Entertain a motion for Morgan Diesel Incorporated at $3,536.46.
Make a motion to approve Morgan Diesel Incorporated in the amount of $3,536.46.
Motion on
Second.
table by Mark Bryant, second by Aaron Raines. Any more discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Passes 3-0. Department heads, electric department, Curtis.
I got nothing.
You what?
I got nothing.
Got nothing? Council got any questions for, Curtis? He did tell me a while ago that he found a piece of 36-inch, 8-foot pipe.
Oh, for the, good. Cool. Thanks for
Water
locating
and
that.
sewer, Jason.
No, I don't have anything.
Council got anything for Jason?
Any idea, Jason, on when the streets are gonna be oiled and rocked?
Oh, it usually happens after Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
Did they get the skid steer back together or fixed?
Yes, this morning, Alan was on it this morning. We're gonna probably, clean it out tomorrow.
But council got anything for Jason? Police Chief Mike? In your pallet or packet, I think you're gonna find stuff on our car.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah, yeah.
the motor in the white Durango went out.
What's wrong with
Leave it to Noah.
it? Yeah.
So he stopped for a second, ran inside, came back out, and it was knocking. So it's to fix it. It's $16,019.31 plus there was something wrong with the air conditioner too, and it was like almost $1,163.82. So you're looking at a little over $17,000 to fix it.
What? Are you
It's
sure?
probably not even worth that fixed.
That's my next question
Yeah,
is.
probably not. It's a 2020. 2020.
Oh, I thought you said
No, the black one's the 20.
24. The 24 is the black one, and the other two are 2020s. The pickup
Yeah.
and the Durango. Sorry.
2023, sorry.
No, you're good.
My bad.
So is it, there's no trade-in value, there's.
I mean, the trade-in
it's not
value,
worth
how many miles
anything.
to have on it?
Like 54,000.
So the trade-in value on it's probably between 18 and 20. So you're talking
It's a
about
wash.
spending 18,000 on it. So
do it.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
Can we get it fixed and use it for, have the employee use it for going to trainings? Cause right now, when we need to go out of town for training, we use our personal vehicle and you get reimbursed for mileage and stuff like that. So
Would it be better?
So here's my other thing. We put 5 batteries in it in the last year and a half.
I-
might not be worth it.
I would rather,
It's
to
got
be
some
honest
sort
with
of
you, like,
electrical problem.
if that's something that you'd like to do, if that's a route we wanna go down, I would rather buy a brand new Honda Civic for $26,000 than spend 18 on a crappy Durango. I mean, that's just my
Yeah,
opinion,
yeah.
because you're gonna get better gas mileage, it's probably gonna be more comfortable, it's gonna be more reliable. If that's something that you wanna pursue, we can talk about that, or even getting something used. I don't know that I'd spend 20 grand on a Durango to do that, personally.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think a small
it's-
little sedan or a coupe would work
Yeah.
best for those kind of training instead of a large.
Let's get back to this.
So I got a quote from 2 places. So the place in the JR Audio, he didn't know how long it would take him to get a Durango. The place that he gets him, they're not keeping them on the lot because evidently they've had a few problems with them and they don't want to get stuck with a bunch of Durangos. So he'd have to order it in, but either way, he can't get to anything until the end of December.
Also notice he quoted a 2025, not a
Right.
2026 model year,
Right.
which is also,
Yeah, so it's probably a holdover, I'm assuming.
yeah.
That's probably why it's a tad cheaper. I'm guessing not much, but
Just refresh my memory, Mike, on, we were talking about this a couple meetings ago. Did you like the trucks or didn't like the trucks?
okay.
back
So
then?
the only thing that would be different between this truck and that truck, we would have a 4-wheel drive, and it would be a single
Okay.
cage. So you would have still part of your back seat where you can put storage. The one that we
Okay.
have now is all cage in the back seat. So if you put something in the back, you got to move everything that you have stored in the back seat to the front seat.
And there was a dust issue or something?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just trying to remember.
bed
what-
issue. I mean, if you
Okay.
put a bed
Storing
cover,
things.
Okay.
yeah, it just.
Okay.
So that was the issue with that. And to be honest, I don't know what's better, the Durango or the pickup. I'm assuming a pickup maybe would have more trade-in value at the end of the life of it, but I don't know.
I think it would be better to get a 4-wheel drive truck, because he's also responding to fires, and those are usually out in a different,
Good point.
environment. So having a Durango going out there might not be the best idea.
I mean, so those are our choices basically. These guys can't get it. They can't get one built till the end of December. That's as soon as they can do it. These are a little bit. The last time I talked to him, either one of them,
Oh, okay.
he said he could get within probably a month. But that was the last time I talked to him, so I don't know if it's changed or not.
How long ago was that?
Well, the last time we. No,
Oh,
the
I
last
see what
time
you're
we-
saying.
We
Okay.
had that.
The other meeting?
And these are the only 2 that they've got that they don't have to order. They do make a Ford, which you hear bad things about them all. Durangos, the Ford Explorer, they've all got problems, this and that. But these were the only 2 that he
Of
could
all the
get without
Chrysler
ordering.
products, I think the Durango is the safest for whatever's that,
Right.
whatever that's worth.
Oh, really?
As far as reliability goes, Chrysler has a they've been drugged through the mud.
So both of these are pursuit rated, which all that means is they've got bigger rotors, they got bigger brakes, they got a 220 amp alternator, which will accommodate all the extra electronics in there. The suspensions are a little different set up on them, and the tires. So, I mean, they still only, it doesn't mean they go really, really fast because they're still governed at like 112.
I don't know about the Durangos, but I know that F-150s and Silverados, they've opened order banks for 27 model years. Is it worth asking how far out a 27 model year would be for them to build out?
Well, so Pursuit are different than your standard.
Sure. I guess the only thing I said, the last time we had this discussion, we talked about wait until 27, so we'd have a 20, 24, 27, start doing the 3-year, well, it'd be 6-year rotation of vehicles, or 9-year rotation, 9-year rotation of vehicles. I know it's just a number, and if we need it now, we need it now. But if it's a difference in swapping vehicles for 2 months and you can get a 27 model year, it also might help with trade-in value when it comes time to and everything else. So I don't know if it's worth asking that question or not.
I mean, I can ask, but I don't want to wait 5 months with
Sure.
only having 2 vehicles.
Sure.
Because our shift changes at 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's
Yeah.
a little inconvenient.
Sure.
So I've been using my personal vehicle to come to work, but I'll just grab a patrol vehicle.
Well, where I'm at, I know what Aaron's speaking of is what we spoke about. Things are different now,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm okay with, if you want the truck, get the ball rolling. I don't know how Aaron or Mark feels.
I agree. You want the truck.
And there's a little bit I can cut off of here. So, the dual weapon gun lock system, we'll take that out of the old Durango. So, there's going to be a little bit of savings that I can wiggle around on here. When I told them to quote it, I told them to quote it with what they usually quote, and I did tell him that we do have a gun lock, but he put it in here anyway. So, but we'll utilize some of the stuff that we can out of the Durango. Either way we go. So
You get the money and your
See, so how do you guys feel about splitting between police and fire to fund to buy this vehicle? I think it's fair to split since all of our officers respond to all the fires anyways. And it would help not to drain the police department's equipment reserve fund completely for this vehicle. So
I'm okay with that.
I mean, if we can do it,
I checked with the auditor. She said
It's
as long
possible.
as you use it for both departments, it can be
well,
done.
that's not going to be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be hard at all.
Yeah, I don't mind it as long as it's advertised as such, right?
yeah, I'll put and I'll label it that way too.
Yeah.
All right.
Police fire.
Yeah.
Good.
Maybe not as big.
For what? Police?
Fire.
Put it in parentheses.
I'll put it on the back or something. But
Police, yeah.
I mean, we need it labeled in big for police because that's the main purpose of it. So we want people to know that it is police.
Well, you can work that out.
I do need a motion to approve whichever vehicle you guys want to
So
approve.
you don't need the 727.
Yeah, the 727. I'm sure it will work. I don't know why it wouldn't. It's the same exact gun lock system. I don't know if they're going to charge us to strip out the old Durango. I'm going to say they're not, but I'll probably have to go pick it up and trailer it to serve because it's not going to drive there. So I'll probably just go pick it up instead of having Marmies or somebody, and I'll just trailer it up there to them so they can strip it because I got to take out all the dash cams and all that stuff. So, and
Is there a market for that car? The
No.
car we have?
no. Well, when I talked to
Have
the
give
guy,
it away?
When I talked to JR Audio, he said Garden City's got like 10 of them sitting on their lot
Okay.
that are,
The blown motor ones? Or,
and other issues, yeah.
yeah.
So that's just a loss on our part.
Yeah, I think so. Some of them have warranty. He said if it was like a 23, you'd have a warranty, and they're good about changing the motors out, because evidently it's a problem, but it's way past warranty.
Okay.
So.
That one actually had V8 in it, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was, because it was a Higher Patrol. Was that one a Higher Patrol?
No, it was still a civilian model. I mean, just a regular model. It
The
wasn't
white
a
one was too?
Pursuit.
I
Yeah.
thought it was Pursuit.
Mhm.
Oh.
So we need two motions, Pat, one for splitting it, or is that just something you do
You
internally?
can
Do you
do
think-
it all in one motion.
Do you want to split it at a percentage? I mean,
50-50?
if it's mostly police, do we want to split?
That's totally up to you. We can do 60-40, we can do 80-20,
Mhm.
however you wanna do it.
What's the budget for both?
So the police department have 51,000 in their equipment reserve, and the fire have 80,000 in their equipment reserve right now.
I would say 50-50.
I'm thinking 50-50 too. What are you thinking, Aaron?
I don't mind at 50-50. I just know
Do
it's
you
going to be
prefer any,
90-10 split on use. You know what I mean?
Out of the fire.
And
Out
I
of
know
fire? No, but I mean,
we haven't,
I say
since I've been
no,
on
but
council, we've never had to buy anything for fire.
I say
but
no,
at the same
but-
time, I think
I
if
get
we
it.
need something for fire, it's going to be expensive.
Right.
What do you think is appropriate for the percentage?
I would say it's going to be used for law enforcement more than it's going to be used for fire.
Okay.
But how much? It's all dependent on how bad our fires are.
Let's
I mean-
let's see. Let's do 60.
70.
70-30?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair.
Okay.
30% is 19,000. What if we just say 20 is coming from fire, and then whatever that, I mean, it ends up being probably 33% or something.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
rather than
I think
describing a
that's fair.
percentage, just say with 20,000 of it. So I'd make a motion to approve Superior Emergency Response Vehicles quote to purchase a 2026 Silverado Pursuit rated pickup with the options listed to replace the blown motor Durango in the amount of $63,756.25. 20,000 of that total to come out of fire's equipment reserve, as the pickup will be used as dual purpose for police and fire.
Second?
Got a motion on the table by Aaron Gleason and a second by Aaron Raines. Any more discussion, council? All in favor? All opposed? Passes 3-0.
and as soon as I get the Durango back, we can figure out what we want to do with that.
Yeah, we
Scrap
can
it or
auction, or we can list it, or
Wooded Warriors.
Seal bids or something.
Yeah.
let's say put on big iron.
yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. I don't know how
I like
much
that
work
idea.
there is, but-
Aaron. That's a good idea.
Great introduction. Welcome to the force.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It wasn't his fault.
I know.
Anybody on the council got anything else for Mike? Mike, you got anything on the fire?
No.
No? City clerk, man.
Do you guys have any questions on my report? I don't have
Yeah,
anything
they do.
besides that. Wanna look down? I have, starting to narrow down some dates for the swimming pool committee to meet. We're narrowing it down to the first week of September, but we haven't got to the exact date yet, so.
Okay. far as the ballot issue for doing some campaigning, I personally don't want to do anything for it. You know, and I felt the same way about when the school was doing something I didn't. So I don't know how you guys feel about it. And then they want it. I mean, it's all going to be put there, isn't it?
Well, I have the majority of the citizens, I think, have a misconception of the 1% when school was trying to pass. So I thought it might be a good idea to send out a little fact sheet that, hey, we have this the last 10 years that helped us pay for the grocery store, and this is how, like, this is where the money is coming from. It's not from your property taxes. If you don't spend anything, you don't pay the 1%. I think there's a lot of misinformation and miscommunication as far as property tax and the 1% sales tax goes. That's my whole thought behind that statement, is that I want to make it clear for everybody that this is how the 1% is accumulated. Where is it coming from? That kind of thing.
I think giving public information, educating them about what money is going to be used for, I think it's a good idea.
It's not necessarily what it would be used for. Would be my main focus is for them to understand what exactly is the 1% sales tax. Because when the school thing was going on, I did get a lot of comments and questions about the 1%, how it works and stuff like that, and a lot of people that I talked to have completely misunderstood the 1%, and I don't want it to be the case with us.
Again, my concern would be if it's just educational, fine, but I don't want, if it doesn't have the tone that the city's taking a position, this is just information.
I don't think the
For
city
you.
can.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to come across that way.
The city can't take a stance on yes or no. They can only inform.
Yeah.
But,
It would be again.
yeah,
it would-
inform.
Yeah, like I don't even want to go into what this money would be used for. That's not what I want to project. What I want to project is how is the 1% sales tax works, and where, like, how do we accumulate that 1%? That's really my main goal that I want to get out.
Okay.
So
That sounds
Well,
reasonable.
What got me stuck was campaign.
it might
So
it's
it
probably
just,
not
like,
the right
this
word
information,
to use.
I'm totally for it. But
Okay. I can bring something together and let you guys read it to see if the tone of it is okay with you guys, if it's,
great idea.
yeah.
Let's do it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think information's important. Yeah.
Any other questions on that, you guys?
No.
And then, was this the demolition permit? Is that just so we know what's going on? Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I read it and then I saw it.
They're tearing it down tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get questions, so I wanna get ahead of the game and
Okay.
let you guys know.
Reason.
They probably haven't submitted a building permit yet, have they?
They did,
They did.
yeah.
And the rezoning was approved.
Well, it's recommended.
Recommended. Not using the right word in my report this time.
It's okay. Okay, so then Danny has
So that'll
the,
be the next meeting that we'll have that in front of us.
Yes.
Any questions, more questions for Pam?
hold on, she has a couple pages here. Well, that's everything I have.
Mark, you got anything for,
No, I'm good.
or,
Good to go.
no more for Pam? Danny, we'll turn it over to you.
Okay, you know, I've got a handful of resolutions.
probably makes sense just to go in order. The first one's a 2026-06. This is a little different than the dispatch agreement that's in the packet. The introductory paragraphs are all the same, the recitals are all the same, but then this resolution doesn't get into the terms of that agreement. It just says that the city shall enter into the dispatch services contribution agreement with Stafford County effective July 1. So if you pass that resolution, then we'd fill in the ordinance number 2026-06, passed today, and then Bob would sign this dispatch contribution agreement as mayor. So it's not changing the terms of that agreement at all.
Yeah, that's the $5,000 specifically.
Yes. We already approved.
Yeah, we've already done it.
Yeah, it's just
We've changed
the
our budget
written
to allow for
contract.
it. I'd make a motion to pass resolution number 2026-06, authorizing City of St. John to enter into the dispatch services contribution agreement with Stafford County, as written.
Second.
A motion by Aaron Gleason, a second by Mark Bryant. Any more discussion on resolution number 2026-06? All in favor? All opposed? Passes 3-0.
After that, we have 2026-07, which is switching to KP&F, and then 2026-08, which would be an awful life insurance that would go along with that, as far as I can tell on that.
Do we have those for now? So
It's right.
this isn't the resolution, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just, oh.
Yeah, and I've
Okay.
left them in their form. The statutes that they cite say that you submit the resolution in the form they provide their board of trustees, so
Okay.
rather than rewriting them, I just
Okay.
figured we'd use theirs.
And this is the same, we already made a motion to switch to KP&F. This is just the
And what-
written contract, basically.
And what does
So,
08 do?
the OPLIFE, it's like life insurance that the officer can take out through capers.
And so this is,
It'll go to, instead of coming from caper, it'll be coming from KP&F.
okay, that's
Yeah.
the reason it's required.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're both required because of the change.
Yes.
Gotcha. I would make a motion to pass resolution number 2026-07, to approve the affiliation of our city police officers to change from capers to KP&F. As written.
Second.
Motion on the table by Aaron Gleason, second by Mark Bryant. Any more discussion on passing the ordinance or the resolution? All in favor? All opposed? Passes 3-0.
I'd also make a motion to pass resolution number 2026-08, affiliation for capers for optional group life insurance for the police officers coming from KP&F as written.
Second.
Got a motion on the table by Aaron Gleason, got a second by Mark Bryant. Any more discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Passes 3-0. Back to you, Danny.
Okay, Pam, did you want to get into the housing resolutions or wait on?
We'll wait until the next
Okay.
meeting when we have the full council.
Okay. That saves you guys going for 4 more resolutions. That's the extent of what I got done for this meeting, so unless you guys have questions, then I'll update those for next.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, I mean,
The date?
it's 2 days to change, so
Okay.
that's easy.
Okay.
Council, got any questions for Danny other than what we've talked about? No other questions? We're moving on. Old business, water well testing.
Jason,
I haven't heard from Ned yet.
have you reached out to him lately?
Just here, the last time I talked to him a week and a half ago, he said he'd try to get here. He has not.
Can you follow up with him?
I will talk to him again.
All right, thank you.
KPNF and keepers, I think we just covered that.
Yeah, well, that's, yep, and then we do this,
Swimming pool,
cover that.
we did that. I think under new business, the patrol vehicle, I think we got that took care of. We transferred the resolutions, or we voted on the resolution. And so that brings us to a 10-minute executive session to discuss non-elected personnel.
Any supervisors?
Mike and, just Mike and me.
Okay. I would make a motion to go to a 10-minute executive session to return at 7:56 to discuss non-elected personnel to include council, clerk, mayor, attorney, and chief of police.
Second.
Got a motion on the table by Aaron Gleason, second by Mark Bryant. Any more discussion before we go into executive session? All in favor? All opposed? Going into executive session. Still out of executive session and back in, come in. Somebody want to make a motion?
I'd make a motion for a 5-minute executive session to return at 9:02.
8:02.
Or sorry, 8:02. I'm sorry, that would be a long one. 8:02 to discuss non-elected personnel to include council, clerk, mayor, attorney.
Second.
Got a motion on the table and a second by Mark Bryant. All in favor? All opposed? We're going back into already council meeting back to order.
He knows what he's doing.
Anybody want to make a motion?
I'd make a motion based on evaluation discussed in executive session to give Greg McAllister a 75-cent raise to go to $22.75 per hour.
Motion on the table here, second?
Second.
Second by Mark Bryant. Motion by Aaron Gleason. All in favor? All opposed? Passes 5-0. Or 3-0.
I'd make
Another one?
I'd make a motion based on discussions in executive session to hire Brian Balderrama back to the payroll as part-time electric journeyman at $25 per hour as needed and as available.
Motion on the table by Aaron Gleason. Is there a second?
Second.
Second
Did
by
you
Mark
say
Bryant.
25 or 23?
25.
Okay. Go ahead and say your thing again.
All in favor? All opposed? Anything else?
I'd make a motion to adjourn regular council meeting August 4th, 2026.
Second.
Motion on the table by Aaron Gleason, second by Aaron Raines. Any more discussion? All in favor? All opposed? Passes 3-0.
Can I get this back, please?
Council meeting over.